That's General Ozzy right there. Famosi. This one features Wezzy, and the brother man is dropping an EP.
Yeah.
And we've got the man himself in the studio. General Ozzy. How's it going, man?
How you doing?
We're good, man.
Everything nice, man. Everything good.
Everything, Chris?
Everything, Chris. You know, everything
Bless
nice.
up.
You know what I mean?
Bless
We give
up.
thanks to the Most High for life, health, and strength. Is it me?
Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you very much.
How you doing?
Well, I feel blessed, man, to be alive and just be in good health. You know what I mean? Those are some of the things that
Happy New Year.
we take for granted. You know what I mean? Yeah, Happy
Yeah.
New Year to you guys. Happy New Year. It feels great to be here.
Yeah, man.
It's still safe to say that, right?
Yes, it is.
think
It is.
Okay. Okay.
I think people only stop that like probably like 2 days before Valentine's. Just to probably remind you, like, yo, Valentine's is coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Something has to take over, isn't it? All right,
Yeah.
man. So you've got this EP coming out,
Yeah,
Unstoppable.
it's actually out.
It's actually out already.
It's actually out. Yeah,
Okay.
it's out. It's a 11 track, should I say 12 track album. Yeah, my 60th studio album. Totally happy about it, man. It's just brought out some new energy. You know what I mean? That was actually, I think, somewhere hiding somewhere, and yeah.
Why do you think that energy was missing?
Yeah.
I think for a while I was a bit not too motivated with myself and just a few other things around my life, you know. So I think life is about rediscovering yourself every other single day, month, and every year. So it was a process of cleansing myself, you know what I mean?
Cleansing.
Had some time to yourself.
It sounds like some deep stuff.
Some
Like
deep stuff, man.
Yeah?
Meditation, and
what, you've been doing yoga?
nah, I ain't doing yoga yet, but I'm actually looking for a yoga class.
Yeah.
So anybody out there, you know what I mean, conducting yoga, holla at me.
So Unstoppable is basically emphasizing everything that was hidden.
Unstoppable is, as cocky as it may sound, it's just about making a breakthrough. You know, a lot of times people never want to appreciate their own talent or what they bring forth to the table. I mean, you guys are out here doing something which nobody else can do out there. You know what I mean? What you do, nobody else can do. And you bring in probably 100 or maybe 200% out of what you do. And there's no way anybody should take that for granted. You are actually unstoppable. You know what I mean? Your talent, nobody can take away. It's given. It's God-given. So only God can take it away. So personally, that's my interpretation of the entire album, my talent and my liberty right now. Like, like nobody can stop this. It's just about me living my life and just going out there, giving out my best, my all.
Okay. Did you kind of feel like, you just want to stop doing this? The time you were feeling a bit weird?
At some point, yeah. Sometimes when you hit rock bottom or when you're in your lowest moment, you feel like, you know what? None of this matters anymore. I think I shouldn't be even doing this. Maybe let me just pick up my papers and
leave.
pick up my papers and go get a job. You know what I mean? A 9 to 5.
But why? I want to get a clear picture of this.
Yeah.
Because this sounds serious. You are a legend in this industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so you feeling like that?
humble to be referred to that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. For a long time, or should I say, a lot of people in this industry get screwed over. Deals, and you think you have something to your name, and you wake up one day and you just get to realize, like, yo, so all this time I've been doing this, there's nothing to my name. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's about that, and it's it's about like I said, it's about rediscovering yourself and getting back that energy. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this instead of just like, okay, fine, throw your hands in the air and just giving up on life. It's about getting up, dusting up yourself, and
Is this
like,
an issue of money? Is it like you have made bad business decisions?
Yeah, not really bad money decisions, but sometimes certain deals. Yeah, money deals. You know what I mean? Family. A few things like that.
Right.
Those things that are close to your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Things that can actually
And music
break.
being one of them.
Yeah, things that can break you down. They can break the strongest man down, man. Like, okay.
But you've been picked back up. That's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah. So who kind of helped you?
Thank you very much.
Who kind of helped you to get back in the right frame of mind?
I'll tell you what. I share a very good relationship with my brother Roberto, and we just started, like, when I started working on this album. It was just like out of just like, okay, experimenting. Like, there's this beat. Like, oh, I got this beat, man. What do you think? Can you lay something on this? Okay, let's try something. And it was an ongoing process. It just started happening like every other single day. We would record something, maybe half an idea, just like that. And my family has really been there for me. I mean, like, okay, let's do this, just do this. And mostly I owe it to my friends and family, those closest to me. Yeah.
So you feel there's a lot of people that are depressed in this industry then?
There are a lot of people who are not happy. I mean, they do stuff, and they may have a name, what I mean, but they really don't have anything to show for.
Yeah.
I mean, our industry is one that is not very easy. It's really, really hard. People, the thing is, somebody calls you, some of these corporate companies, okay, they'll want to have you for something, and they actually dictate to you what you are going to get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's about, so we're actually having this, and this is what's on the table. And they'll want to let you know, we actually spoke to so and so, just in case you don't, whatever they are willing to you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it's a bit, it comes down to like, okay, should I do it? Okay, so if I say no, then like, can you put Fagamponika,
Yeah.
100 kwacha? They'll probably say no, it's okay, we'll call the next person.
Wow.
So things like that do happen, but hey, you know what I mean, it is what it is.
No, but I think many times, even Slap said this the other time, if I remember correctly. Do you feel as an artist, stakeholders are taking advantage of artists to an extent?
To an extent, yes. To an extent, they do. They know it's good. For them, it's good business to have you around because you have this name, okay, in inverted commas, and they know, okay, once we get that guy, these are good names that will actually get us a crowd or sell our product.
Yeah.
And they still do not want to give you what you're truly worth. They'd rather say, Tzokpasani so much and whatever. And it becomes, at the end of the day, it's a problem. I mean, I've traveled, I've performed in different countries and interacted with different artists on a different level. And it's very, very different. And I've got promoters who've come to this country and it really amazes them. Like, this is how you guys, how do you operate? Like, how do you survive? How do you, like, yo, like, come on, man. You've got a big record this side and it's this, it's that. And this is what like, really, it's like that. And I don't know whether it's the issue of not being appreciated in your own place, in your own town. I don't know.
Do you feel like that? Like you're not appreciated?
To an extent, because it's very different when we travel out of, even just out of town. If you travel today, you go to Livingston or Kitwe or Ndola, the reception that an artist will get, it doesn't matter whether you're an artist or maybe a DJ, people just in the arts business, in the arts, it's different. The reception is totally different. The way they'll treat you and the way they'll accommodate you.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, they want to listen. They want to hear what what your ideas are and whatever.
So the problem is Lusaka.
I don't know whether it's in Lusaka basically, but I do not know whether artists from the Copper Belt, when in Ndola or Kitwe, are treated that way. When they come to Lusaka, it's different. I don't know. Yeah. But maybe it's the issue of Prophet not being appreciated in his own town.
Yeah. All right. Anyway.
Do you feel that way? Do you feel the love? Do you feel like you're truly appreciated with what you put in? Or am I putting you on the spot?
You know what? I've never really thought about that. But I have heard people, like artists, they'll say, like, when I travel out of town, like, the way you've mentioned, like, I get a lot of love, like, but when I'm back home, it's like, oh yeah, that's such and such, and you walk away.
And just
you don't
the whole
really care.
issue of not wanting to pay for something, the whole issue of not wanting to pay for something. Look, you spend an X amount of months working on something, you put it together, you package it together, it's an album, and you give it out, you put it on the market, and you say it's gonna sell for so much, and somebody feels like, no, why?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And probably you spent like studio time. For example, if I'll go to the studio today, I did most of the production was done from our studio, and I've got songs that were done by other producers as well, and I had to pay for studio time. And you pay, for example, 1,000 kwacha for a song, okay, and then you've got 15 or 12 songs on an album, meaning how much have you spent? And then you're selling a CD for 50. Drop these videos, we drop them, we're doing videos, good videos now.
True.
And because you don't request them, so they won't play them. That's what it is.
It looks like there's no demand for it. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when there's no demand, they may have it, but they won't play it. They'll give you a few slots when you take it over there. I mean, I know the system. When you take it over there, they'll give you a schedule of how they're going to play it. If it's in a day, they're going to play it twice. They'll show you. But so they want to see now what's going to start happening. Are people requesting this? That's how it goes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Banks, you want to answer?
Oh yeah. So since you said you're going to the international market, so which international artists are you really looking forward to work with?
I worked with there's a lady called Jody from Rwanda. I did a song with her when I was in Rwanda in November performing. So she's part of the album. She's quite a big name over there. There's an artist called Nilante from Ghana. He's graced the stage, like he's performed in Jamaica. He's a big name. He's recorded with the likes of Damian Marley, so he's on the album as well.
Wow.
Did something with him. There's also Mr. Swagger, Crisis on the album. You know what I mean? Did something with him. Yeah, did something with him. I mean, he's doing big things out there in Australia as well. Yeah. So, and he's been a buddy, friend for a while, and we felt like, okay, let's do something. That's basically like, I think, yeah. And then I did a song called Touch and Go with an artist from Uganda. He's like, I'll tell you as well. I mean, all these guys I'm talking about, you're free to actually Google and check them out. There's a guy called Maro. He's from Uganda. He's like the biggest R&B artist there right now. Okay. Yeah. So he's on the album as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I collaborated with him, and yeah. Basically, those are, I think, the artists that I did songs with that are not in Zambia.
Okay. Which country do you think gives you the most love outside Zambia?
Woo! I'll tell you what. It's different. East Africa got my back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
East Africa got my back, and Botswana, Namibia. Yeah, I've been to those countries. Perform for the locals, not for the Zambian crowd. Yeah, because some of these shows we do, like sometimes in Johannesburg, most of the Zambian artists go to perform for the Zambians. You know, it's usually like that. But in these other countries I've been to, we get to perform for the.
All right. So, do we see a crisis situation for you where you just go and live in another country where you're getting a lot of love?
No. I mean, if you can't make it at home, then you definitely can't make it abroad. Definitely you can't, because if you decide to pack up your bags and leave, trust me, I think that would be worst mistake ever, you know, because you've already built. It's like trying to move a house that's already built to another location. You already have your roots and foundation right here. So, I mean, the roots, the leaves and the fruits will suffer. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And I think Brotherhood artists have been quite consistent in collaborating with other artists from outside Zambia. And I noticed, was it at the African Music Festival where you had all gone? How was that like on stage, all of you on stage? And this is an African event highlighted with different big names from across Africa.
That was actually, I think, one of my highlight moments of last year, because got to share the stage with, I mean, like the best of the best, you know. And shared notes with different artists, you know, Wizkid, Buffalo Soldier, AKA, you know, getting to meet those guys and just to talk and exchange notes and talk about music, things that we love to do, was positive, you know what I mean? For any artist just to be around different other artists that who you look up to and actually doing well in the world is huge.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, remember we have General Ozzy in the studio. We'll be opening up the phone lines real soon and also playing some of the songs on the album Unstoppable, right? It's already available to
Album is
purchase?
available. Album is available for purchase. We'll be putting it in sounds in a few days time. Yeah.
All right. It's available online?
It will be online next week as well.
Okay.
We just had a few, you know what I mean, when you send these things over and whatever, these issues
process,
of wire and whatever, this, that. Yeah. So it will be available online next week as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be getting to one of the songs real soon. Just stay tuned. It's Power FM, your #1 youth radio. A tune that you can find on the album. This one's called Mahala. Yeah. Before that, She Loves the Boy. That's General Ozzy right there. Unstoppable EP out right now. And you'll be launching the EP.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this Thursday.
This Thursday, actually, we are having a listening party. You know what I mean? So for all those actually that would like to have a listen to the album, you know what I mean, tunes on the album, we won't be sampling everything. So we'll get to play a few songs from the album. Yeah, it's a listening party, and we're going to be launching a video as well. A brand new video.
Which
You know
song?
what I mean? We ain't telling yet.
Yeah, you don't let everything out just yet.
We ain't telling that one.
Oh, can't wait.
So you're going to auction off
I was
a
about to
CD? Like
Yes,
everybody's been doing?
Yes, I mean, it's become a trend now. So
it has.
we definitely gonna be doing that on the night as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Ravishing.
Yeah.
We got to point at you when it starts happening.
When
4,000 ravishing?
Yeah.
Prompt, how much do you insist? Yeah, throw it back at you.
Going higher.
Yeah.
All right. So
Well,
this album, you say it's going to be online by next week at least?
next week it will be.
Okay.
That's my word to you. Definitely. And just for the other thing I wanted to point out is I mean, I know these days social media is just like the biggest thing going on out there.
Yeah.
Guys, please, let's stop this Khalijo thing, man. Come on, man. Come on. If you like my music and you want to know what's going on with Ozzy, or you know what I mean, where I'm gonna be at, or whatever it is that I'm at, the only way you're gonna keep updated with what's going on is check me out either on Facebook, you know what I mean, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. Is it like the page? You like the page, right? Yeah. And on all social networks, it's General Ozzy. And that way you get to know what's going on. Actually, even when the link for those that are out there in the diaspora, those are the people that usually get music on iTunes or Amazon.
Yeah.
We do that usually for them. And those that are probably not within Lusaka or different far, you know what I mean, different in Mujamma Diori my town. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So you will be in the know that way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do, isn't
Yeah.
it? Social media has I like to know, like you came out before the social media age. So
Yes.
how was it, adapting to this whole social media phase? It just blew up crazy.
You know what I mean? I remember I think I only knew about Facebook in 2008. Yeah. I think that's when I had a Facebook account, my first Facebook account. You know, that's when I opened the app. So I was like, what's this all about? You know what I mean? Like, okay, what's Facebook? And I remember that time I was working with Charlie Bravo from Sling Beats. You know what I mean? He's on like, oh, it's Facebook. Like, what's Facebook? You know what I mean? Like, what's it all about? Yeah. Like, oh, it's this. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And adapting to it, I mean, you have to move with time. You know what I mean? Otherwise, ukasalila. I mean, we see Obama has got even a Twitter account. You know what I mean? And
Snapchat.
You know. So you get with the program, or you'll be left behind. Yeah. So it's basically about that. It's about learning and wanting to. I think it's about time people showed interest in some of these things that are happening. That way, you'll not be left behind.
So did you like it? Did you like the way it was before, or you like the way it is now, where you can just directly talk to the fans? Because the fans can be crazy sometimes. They'll just say some bad stuff about you, and you know. I don't know.
I'm cool with everything, you know, what I mean? Because there's nobody there that's perfect, and everybody's entitled to an opinion. I'm one person who's very open, who believes everyone is entitled to an opinion. Sometimes you put a post, you know, like, oh, church was great, and somebody was just like, you know, somebody would just write something negative. And
so you don't lash out to fans?
No, okay. I don't. You
gotta give her some lessons, because she goes all out.
I mean, sometimes it's people who are just frustrated in life, and they want to, you know what I mean, get out. You know what I mean, like, because their lives suck, so they want yours to be like theirs as well. You know what I mean? So like they say, if somebody throws lemons at you, what you do?
Make lemonade.
Straight up, you know.
That's what's up.
Or what? You're gonna have it with what? Tequila.
Tequila, yeah.
That's even better. So how is this EP different? I mean, the new album different from any other one that you've ever done?
Okay, how different?
Is it more personal than anything else you've ever done?
Not really. I think I was hands-on. I was more hands-on, you know what I mean, than anything else I've ever done. In terms of production, you know what I mean, of course, I wanted to let the producers bring in their ideas, but most of the ideas were mine. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'd like to have something like this, like that. And I did not want to, in terms of credits on the album, I did not want to take away anything from anybody, because it was teamwork, you know what I mean? Teamwork. I've credited everybody that actually, even if it's a line, they say, yeah, what do you think of this? I've put them on because it was, we were just having fun. I think the good thing about working on this album was we're just basically having a great time working on it, you know what I mean? And there wasn't this whole thing of, if we put this, maybe, you know what I mean, this person was like, no guy, the Ozzy, they know him for songs like Chimtengo Chamango, so, you know what I mean, like, we need to do a song like this because that's what you know. No, it wasn't like that, you know what I mean? It was just like, okay, what do we have? Okay, we got a beat like this, let's murder, you know what I mean? Let's do this, let's do it like that, you know what I mean? Like, yo, pass the absolute vodka, man, you know what I mean? Let's you know what I mean? Let's
There must be a lot of that, though.
I gotta say, I remember the last time. Which listening party was that? I met Ozzy at a listening party. I can't remember which one it was. It's 3 a.m. and this dude bought an absolute vodka.
What?
I'm like, dude, it's time to go. This dude buys a bottle of vodka.
Yeah, let's go.
Like, dude, take a shot. I'm like, dude, I got work tomorrow.
Yeah, so it was, you know, we're just having fun. I mean, at the end of the day, people shouldn't pretend like they don't drink. At the end of the day, when you're working on something, you know what I mean, you gotta have a good time. Yeah. So
unleash your creativity.
So real quick, let's just talk about Roberto for a little bit.
Yeah.
He's blown up. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oof, man.
Did you anticipate this? Do you think, you know him better, do you think he'd ever be this big in himself? Did he ever think he'd ever reach this point in his career?
You know what? I've never doubted his work for a second, because if you go back and check out my second album, I had him on my second album. Okay, and as much as I remember, when I recorded him on my second album, we did a song together, collaboration. I spoke to Charlie from Sling Beat. Okay, I got my brother and he's doing this, whatever. And he wasn't really feeling him. Okay. So we decided to work on a project, which we did where there was Operetta and all those other songs, which was like our very first project as Brotherhood Music, And I believed in his work because I knew what he had in him. Because coming back, people did before that. We had already worked on so much stuff just as me and him. Those my ideas. You come up with an idea, and the only person who can listen to you is you know what I mean? Yeah. So, but because he's a hard worker, so obviously he was bound to, if you work hard, there's no other way but straight to the top.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
That's what I believe.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you very much for joining us on the show, man.
Hey, man, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Totally appreciate.
The EP is out.
Unstoppable.
Support us. Yeah, man. Say bad man, unstoppable. It no matter who you are. You know what I mean? We have to trample the devil all the way. And big up. Big up.
Bless, now man curse.
Oh, God bless. Now man curse. Straight.
Yeah, that was General Ozzy. Stay tuned. It's Power FM.